Hi there, I'm just making this video for dilation purposes. After GRS, you have to dilate at least 3 to 4 times every single day for 20 minutes. They told me 15, but I prefer 20. Sometimes I do even 30 just to maintain the depth and the width of the vagina, making sure that it stays open. For the first week, I used the number 1 dilator. For the second week, I used the number 2. The third week, I'm trying to do number 3. So I'm doing little by little, slowly but surely. It takes time. Number 1 dilator, if you see here, number 1 dilator, the dots are much higher than the second one. So I thought, in all actuality, that my purple dilator was not going in to the third dot as my orange one was, and I didn't realize that the dots were a lot lower, so that means I should be going into the second dot. So my doctor gave me 5.5 inches. After the swelling went down, obviously, now I have 5 inches, which if you work at it and you push hard and you continue dilating and you push upward, you put it in you and you push upward towards your belly button. Once you put it in, you're going to curve upward and you're going to, like I said, you're going to push it to your belly button. You're going to feel this awkward sensation, but it's normal. It took me some time to get accustomed or adjusted to the sensation that I was feeling, because it's not pleasant. It's in between, like if you have to do poopy or like if you do have to do pee-pee sometimes. When you feel like, doing pee-pee, obviously you go to the restroom and take care of what you need to take care of, and you keep dilation. But yeah, I noticed that difference in between the orange one and the purple one. The dots are much lower. And let me show. I also have a blue one and the green one. So we got the orange one. Let me line them up for you. That one's a little slippery, sorry guys. So you have the orange one, which you notice the dots are much higher and these are a little lower. So I was thinking that I wasn't getting it to the third dot I was getting it here. But obviously when the swelling, I was getting it to the 5th dot. Yeah, the 5th dot. Then the swelling went down and went down further, so now I'm at the 3rd dot. So what I gotta do is I gotta push this one here, and just, not hard, but just massage side to side, wiggle woggle, like my doctor said. And I'm pretty sure that I will get back to this dot here. You gotta stretch the tissue, and slowly but surely you will gain that back, because obviously, that's the depth that he gave you. But when the swelling goes down, you lose. I was all the way here, so now I'm up to the 3rd dot. So if I do excessive, I would say, maybe 3 or 4 times a day, I will gain that back. And I might even, who knows, I might get back to that dot right there. But I just gotta stretch that skin, that tissue. It's just like the ear. If you put in those little circular things in your ear stretches and stretches and it gets bigger and bigger. Same thing with this, it'll stretch out. But that's what had me frustrated, these dots. That's why I created this video, mostly because I wanted to make sure that no one goes through this frustration. As you see, these are much higher than these, and I'm definitely at the right depth. If I'm using this one, I'm at the 3rd one. If I'm using this one, I'm in the 2nd one, because obviously this is lower. And I know I keep repeating myself, but that's how those work. And I don't have the orange one. I have to order it because it got damaged. So it's even bigger than this one. And that one I want to just throw out the door. I don't know, give it to my dog so he can play with it. I don't want it. But eventually I'm going to work up to the orange one. I'm going to order it. uh, through a website or something. Try to find it as least expensive as possible, because transitioning is pricey, guys. So, well, those are my dilators, and right now I'm doing dilations. And I'm doing dilations 3 times a day, 20-minute sessions. Like I said, sometimes I do 30-minute sessions depending on, because it's really time consuming. And when you do these dilations, sorry for my hair. When you do these dilations, oh my gosh, you get so tired mentally and physically. It's not as easy as you think. But I get drained and I fall asleep, and your life changes, when you do the surgery. GRS is a serious thing. If you don't dilate, you lose your depth. You have to continuously dilate. The more you dilate, the better it is. The more you keep your depth and the more you keep your width. So I'm very happy with the 5.5 inches that my doctor gave me. I lost a little, obviously, because the swelling went down from what I noticed myself. So I just gotta continue dilation, and that's it, and hopefully I get more depth the more I dilate. So let's see what happens, and I'll post more videos slowly but surely. But yeah, you want to keep your dilators also clean and sanitized. I use Dial soap. That soap is antibacterial soap, and it keeps them nice and clean. And I wash them at least 2 to 3 times after I use them, because obviously you have a lot of bacteria in that area, and you want to make sure you clean it properly. Oh, another thing is that I use KY jelly. This is the best jelly there is. It's very slippery. Sometimes it gets sticky, so when it gets sticky, I put a little more, and it gets a little more moist. And it's great for the neo-vagina. The neo-vagina, I would say, is dry, because obviously it's not a, natural vagina. It's not and you just want to keep, using the right personal lubrication, which I found this was the best. I heard coconut oil or I think it was coconut oil that they said that was great, but I haven't tried that. I just tried this and I love it. Another thing is that you want to douche, and I have this little gadget here. I put enough KY jelly in the tip, because you don't want to scrape your insides, but I go ahead and fill it halfway with water, and then I put in a generous amount of betadine, and this disinfects and cleans everything, from the walls of the vagina, even the lubrication itself. It cleans it really good, and I found that my doctor recommended this, so it works wonders. So I was told not to use hydroperoxide, because that might dry up the skin really bad. So they just told me to use this, a little bit of water, and douche every time you do dilation. You have to douche. Really important to keep nice and clean. Wash your hands every time you dilate. Wash your hands, throughout the day, because, that's an open wound. It's a neo-vagina, and it's an open wound, and you don't want to catch an infection or anything like that. You want to always keep your hands clean. What else? And I believe that's about it on dilation. But just make sure 3 to 4 times a day. 4 times a day is better. 20-minute sessions. My doctor recommended 15, but I'm recommending 20 from what I've noticed. 20 is better because it stretches out the skin more, and obviously there's more, more time and more dedication, and it would be better to do 20. Sometimes I do 30, like I said before. And I'm just very happy with this surgery. I did my surgery previously in 2012. In 2014, sorry. In July 2014. And I did it once again June six, yeah, like 3 or 4 months, yeah, 3.5 months ago. Yeah, something like that. No, it was 3 weeks. 3 weeks ago. I'm lost. I'm on pain medication, so. But anyways, I did it 3 weeks ago. I redid it. They did the lips. They did the clitorius hood. Because in the first procedure, they did it. It looked realistic, but I wanted the lips, inner lips, outer lips. I wanted the clitorius hood done, and right now I'm waiting for for all the swelling to go down to see the finishing product. And I mean, if there's any imperfections that I feel that I feel uncomfortable with, I will direct my concerns to my doctor, and hopefully they can fix it, resuture whatever areas. Because I mean, I've noticed something, but I'm not gonna say anything until the swelling goes down, because you can't tell when you have swelling. But I'm in the 1 month mark already. I mean, 3 weeks, almost 4. And the pain is less. It feels much better. When I sit down, I feel more comfortable. Like in the toilet, when I use the restroom, I feel comfortable. I'm still spraying all over the place. Eventually, when the inflammation goes down, the swelling goes down, I'm pretty sure that I'll pee normal, because the first surgery, same thing happened. When all the swelling went down a year later, I was peeing normal, and it was great. So I'm just waiting for the swelling to go down, and hopefully everything betters. But yeah, the pain after a month it's almost all gone. It's just a little uncomfortable to sit down at times. But it's great. It's great because I love when I go to the gym. I can wear my tights, I can wear my shorts, little tiny, tight shorts, cute shorts. I can go to the beach and wear like a little bikini bottom with a bikini top. I obviously dip my breast. So, I can wear whatever I want, and I feel comfortable living my authentic self. And some people say that, doing your vagina, that you don't have any sensation. That's a lie. Because even though it's swollen, I know where my clitorius hood is, and I know how to separate and just play in the right section and find my clitorius. And when I touch it, wow, I have a lot of sensation. I'm very happy with what my doctor did. Even inside of the vagina, when I but when I dilate and I push it inside, I can feel sensation there as well. It feels incredible. I mean, you have to go to the right doctors. Make sure that you research your doctor before you do this type of surgery, because it is a dangerous one. Any mistakes can lead to major complications. Just research your doctor. I did mine here in Miami, in Bal Harbour, Florida, with Dr. Reed, and wow, he's a great doctor. And his assistant, Anne, she's the greatest. Wow. I mean, the way they treat me, their nurses that they have there, everyone is great. Everyone is great. So I was real happy with both times that I was there. I mean, they're so attentive. They just speak to you thoroughly about everything they're going to do to you. They ask you questions on what you want, or, I mean, they open the mic and they just say, look, how do you want this to be formed? What are you expecting here? Do you want this up? Do you want this down? How do you want it? Do you want this removed? I mean, they give you an opportunity to really, really voice your opinion, and I love that, because a lot of surgeons don't do that. They just want to do what they want to do, and that's it. So I really, really appreciate that from them. There's a lot of love in that office. There's a lot of dedication. They're experts at their craft. They really know what they're doing, and I'm really happy with them. So if you have any questions or anything, let me know. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. But this video is strictly for GRS, SRS, sex reassignment surgery, dilation. procedures and just a little explanation of what I went through. So if you have any further questions or anything, I'll be more than happy to answer them. Obviously I went through this twice. The first time because I didn't dilate properly and I lost depth, so I had to go back in and regain my depth. They opened me up, they gave me my depth back, which the maximum depth they can give you is 5.5 to 6, depending on how tall you are. Since I'm a tall girl, I'm like 6 foot, they gave me 5.5. I'm glad that they stopped there, because if they don't stop there, they might keep going upward and making more depth for you, and they might hit the any organs that you have, especially the gland, one of the glands you have there. I forgot the name of it, but anyways, you don't want them damaging anything there. So I told them, look, go as further as you can get. I prefer to have 6 inches, but they gave me 5.5, and I'm happy with what they gave me. So, and it's great. It's great. I'm so happy with everything. So yeah, please, let me just end this now. I keep babbling and talking, but I'm just ecstatic. I'm just so happy that, now I have it's called a neo vagina, and wow, I can't be any happier. Yeah, just let me know if anything, okay? Just comment, subscribe, and questions, please let me know. Okay, let me let you guys go. Have a great one, and I guess I'll post another video maybe in 2 to 3 months or so, just to let you know how I'm doing and how my progress is going, how I'm healing, and what my doctors have said of how how I'm doing internally, because there's a lot of things that they have to check, like you got to be careful also. Look, I just keep going. You got to make sure that when you're dilating, you got to push it upward like that, in an upward motion. If you go down, you're going to penetrate the rectum. So that's dangerous. And if that occurs, if you penetrate your rectum, then you'll create a fistula, which that means you made a hole from your vagina into your rectum, and you will poopy from your vagina. So it'll be linked to your rectum, and you don't want that. So that's called a fistula. So just be careful, guys. I'm just trying to get as much information out there as possible for you. I know I just keep blabbing, blah, 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 but I just want to make sure that you understand everything. But any more questions, let me know. Comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. And I guess I'll let you guys go. So, love you so much. And yeah, have a great one. Thank you for watching.